Hey, Jeremy. What's up, Corey? I am at Sawgrass Park. Sawgrass Lake in St. Petersburg. I'm just taking a walk. My brain is like completely frazzled. I know it's been a while. I didn't really give a story about what happened this last weekend yet. Um, no, not completely. No, Jeremy. So the truck didn't really get fixed. Spent $1,000. Um, I guess I give the whole story. I had reservations for Friday, Saturday night in Miami. I was supposed to go down there to meet Will. Will was proposing to his girlfriend. She was going to have the metal detector, and he was going to bury the ring in the stand in front of her. He digs all of her targets, so he was already going to be down on one knee, and he was going to pop the question. This all happened anyway without me being there. So I broke down 90 miles uh, west of Miami, 4 miles onto the Alligator Alley, 2 miles past the last exit. So anybody who knows Alligator Alley, it's a one-way road. So the next exit for um, Alligator Alley was 25 miles. So for the tow, which came from Naples, Naples had to come pick me up, and then it was 25 miles into the alley, 25 miles back to where we were, and then 29 miles to the closest repair shop. And it's in a town called Immokalee, Florida, which nothing is open on the weekends. So I got dropped off at a place called Big Dogs, uh, not knowing that Big Dogs, because the internet, of course, the internet told me that he was open at 8. I waited to about 8:30. Realized that Big Dog wasn't coming. I walked a mile to the auto parts store. At the auto parts store, they said nobody's open on the weekends. But one of the auto places did call in for parts for Saturday, so they called the auto place. And guys, this Chewy's Hot Auto in Immokalee. If you ever broke down in Immokalee, tell Chewy, Derek, the nicest guy in the world. They ended up giving me, so I had to walk another mile to Chewy's, and from Chewy's they gave me a ride back to Big Dogs, and then I nursed the truck at 5 miles an hour all the way back to Chewy's. The guy started working on it right away, but they needed a catalytic converter, which that's after they changed the head gasket. So the head gasket blew oil all over everything into the pistons, um, and pretty much ruined a lot of things. So this weekend, let's just make the long story short. This weekend cost me $1,000, and the truck's still not fixed. And because of the 2-night hotel that I couldn't recover the money on, the rental car that I couldn't recover the money on. Um, but here's the reasoning, because me, I'm a weirdo. I really believe everything happens for a reason. And Will told me that he was able to recover a Submariner Rolex for a gentleman, and he said $6,000 diamond ring that apparently somebody thought somebody else stole it, and I guess he found it in the sand. So he prevented a big fight and gave some guy his Rolex back. So if I had made it, none of that would have happened, and all of that was supposed to happen. So I really have to find the meaning in it, um, because it really would have been my first viral video, catching a guy or a woman metal detecting and the guy proposing from his knee from the ring that he had buried. That would have been a million, easily a million viewed video. And I get paid $4 per 1,000 views. A million views is 4,000. That I wasn't supposed to get the $4,000. I don't know. So I'm really confused about give out good vibes and not get it back. So I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, this is purgatory for me, and I'm supposed to continue to do good so that I can make it to the next step. And then there's no good for me in this spot. I don't know. I'm really questioning my metal detecting. I'm really questioning my spending as much time with metal detecting for this channel because it's not paying off as fast as I would like. It's a long-term plan, I know, but I don't have long-term time. So I got offered a job in Vero as a contractor. Again, I can make several $1,000s a week as a contractor, several, maybe 2,000 a week. And it's just got me in question right now. So I'm preparing, trying to get myself ready for work, right? So I need to get, my mom was going to give me the truck. No sense in me spending thousands of dollars to fix a truck that is only worth a few $1,000s. I was thinking more of a van, minivan. That way I could live out of the van if all else failed. So just pretty much a quick update about why I haven't been posting videos. I appreciate everybody here today that's watching. You guys are my true fans. If you obviously have the bell pressed for whenever I put something up, you are obviously notified. So I appreciate all you guys. And you should see me maybe Christmas Eve because I ordered an 11-inch coil. Obviously, my cat chewed through the coil. That's $240 that my cat cost me. I ordered a coil that should either be here Christmas Eve or day after Christmas or something. But I'm not really going to metal detect with the Equinox with a 6-inch coil because the 15-inch coil is on its way to Minelab. I don't have either one of the bigger coils. So the little coil is just a waste of time at the beach for the most part. And then sending out the Nocta Macro. I changed my mind. I kept the Vanquish just in case I want to metal detect with the Vanquish. I kept the Vanquish instead of the Macro, right? So I called the guy, told him he was going to get a $40 upgrade from the Vanquish. He was going to get the Nocta Macro. But yeah, I saw a picture pop up on Facebook to remind me about what I was doing a year ago. And I was 180 pounds. And now I'm 240, so 60 pounds heavier this year. And I saw a side by side of my face from last year. And that's just more depression, right? Because you're like, last year I looked sick at 180. This year I look like I'm just huge. And I'm not really huge. I don't, get fat per se, but I feel it. I feel like when you bend over, it's harder to bend over. Your muscles feel because I'm carrying 60 more pounds. So imagine your legs, your knees, your joints, your hips, everything gets, taxed 60 more pounds. So I'm walking today so I can clear my head, so I can start a routine of taking care of myself. I have uh, an ability to make money if I was to be ripped and change my channel to, I don't know, detecting fit or whatever. I could get a lot more subscribers through, taking my shirt off. Think of Michael Oliver going, "Good day, guys," with his shirt off and the dude's ripped and chiseled. So, yeah, just a little update. I'm pretty much going crazy. I told you guys that in a little bit of a video, but it's just me battling my own demons. Christmas coming, same thing. Thanks, everybody. Good times. Merry Christmas to you guys. James, appreciate you. We sent text. I appreciate you. Everybody. Jeremy, love you, man. Corey, thanks for being such a good support. There we go. I just walked too far away from any tower. I'm way out in the woods, and you wouldn't believe this park, guys. It's got like miles of freaking boardwalk right here in St. Pete. I'll figure it out here soon. 48 states in the lower, whatever, and you can literally choose wherever you want to be. Still gone? You guys can't hear me now? I can see the picture. I just saw a comment come on. I'm walking back. I see people dying off, so maybe they all lost me. Maybe y'all lost me. 10, 9, 8. I see it going down fast. Here, a still frame. Let's turn it around maybe. Video loading. Hey, you're back. Oh, geez Louise. Yeah, I'm walking back towards civilization. You wouldn't think that these phones wouldn't be able to pick up. Glitchy, but working. Who's that? Brian. How's it going, Brian? There's a lot of people out here walking. And it's funny, guys, we're like so far away from wilderness, being that we're in the city, obviously, that this is like outdoors to people. To me, it's just a little bit of a break, but being Vermont, Derek, I definitely need to get back to Vermont. I'm a little homesick today. But we'll figure it out, guys. I'll definitely figure it out here in the next couple days. You guys have a happy holiday. If I don't see you, if you don't see me, make sure you hug and kiss your loved ones. 2 years ago, I was in Vermont. 2 years ago, like right about now. Went through a breakup, moved back to Florida. That's my problem is I give my all to everybody and I don't think of myself. So we'll have to figure that out too. All right, guys. Yeah, there really aren't really trashy areas at the beaches here, guys. The beaches here are really clean. There are some really trashy beaches. I guess I never even thought of that. There's Gandy Beach and a lot of the drinking beaches. But with the Equinox, a bottle cap is 16, 17, and a good gold ring is 16, 17. And a lot of times the bottle cap will be new and it won't give you any of the discrimination like you'd want it to. Anybody who uses the Equinox knows what I mean. You could have it on F29, the most discrimination for iron, and it'll still give you a solid number. I know. That was another thing that just came up, right? I need a new machine. I need a backup machine for sure. I almost bought another Equinox yesterday just because it's pretty much for the price the best machine ever made. Um, I heard the CTX had a leak problem too with the battery, right? It's steel problem, and then it's heavy. I hear a lot of people say it's heavy. So for me, obviously, it wouldn't be heavy, but $2,000, $2,500. MindLab's gonna give me a lot of money for my book. So after that transaction goes down, I would assume that I'm part of the MindLab family, and maybe I could get into their testing unit because it's about time for them to maybe put a 4-number display on the Equinox so that they bring that CTX technology, which is the same, pretty much the same technology. You know, I've also heard the processor in the Equinox is faster than the CTX. So it's obvious why it's like the #1 machine in the world right now. All right, guys. Thanks for watching me just ramble. If you know me, I'll be back. See ya.